These birds are really hungry. They are eating an average of about 8 pounds of bird seed per week on this feeder since it's gotten cold and their normal seed supply has dried up for the winter. The cardinals like the black sunflower seeds, and it's interesting to watch them. They can pick one up and shell it and drop this little coverings out the side of their beak and then just swallow the seed part. The little sparrows don't like the sunflower seeds. They like the other seed mixture. It's only the cardinals that like the sunflower seeds. Hello. Hello, Daddy Cardinal. That's the little titmouse making that noise. They're very noisy. It's a cold morning here this morning. It's about 38 degrees. Kind of misty, foggy looking out there a little bit. Very light mist falling. I hope you're enjoying my birds as much as we enjoy watching them. They're a lot of fun to watch. Hello, Brad. How you doing? Glad you could join me. I just showing a live stream of some birds out on my feeder today. They really are going through the seed. They go through about 8 pounds of seed per week in this bird feeder. I have a GoPro camera sitting out there on one of those feeder rails, and that's what I'm using to send the video on. Oh, I'm glad you stopped by to say hello, Brad. It's good to see you. I noticed that one of my friends from Michigan had not posted anything on YouTube in almost 2 years, and today he started posting stuff on YouTube again. Said there's been a lot going on at his house, but I was glad to see him back on. These birds are so much fun to watch. They really get busy on this feeder at times. We have a lot of different kinds of birds, mostly cardinals and sparrows, but we also occasionally have a titmouse and a couple other ones like that one that's on there now. Not sure what he is. Kind of got a yellow belly with black head and wings. Hey, Mikey, good to see you. Just thought I'd put out some bird video today. Got the birds out there feeding on the feeder. I was just telling Brad that these birds go through about 8 pounds of seed per week in this feeder this time of year. It's fun to watch those cardinals. They can take one of those black sunflower seeds, put it in their beak and chomp on it a little bit, spit the shell out the side of their beak, and then swallow the inside seed. They're really fast at doing it. Yeah, Brad, that is a lot of seed. We buy it by the 25 and 30 pound. Hey, Tomas, we buy it by 25 and 30 pound bags at Tractor City because it's pretty cheap there. Tractor Supply, excuse me. But we go through a lot of seed. We go maybe every 3 weeks when we buy three big bags, 25 pounds bags of the mixed seed, and then we buy one 40-pound bag of the black sunflower seeds. Yeah, sometimes I get caught up and spend so much time on, hey, Blind Neil, how you doing? Yeah, weather here hasn't been all that great for the last 4 days. I guess we've had temperatures around freezing in the morning and only up to 42 to 44 in the daytime. Okay, Brad, good to see you stop in. See you next time. Take care. Tomas, this is a GoPro 7 camera that I've got out there. I'm running it in 2.7K at 30 frames per second because when I run it at 2.7K linear mode, it gives you a better picture with no curve distortion like some of them do. The nice thing about the GoPros are that you can connect to them wirelessly and feed that stream back into my computer and go live with it. Those birds make a lot of noise bouncing around out there on the bird feeder and chasing each other, but you can hear all of it pretty good. Every once in a while there must be a hawk or something go by, because all these birds will all fly off at once and they won't come back for quite a while. But most of the time they're pretty busy on there unless something like that happens. I've seen a time or two when there's been as many as 8 or 10 cardinals out in the tree waiting to get on here. Off in the background you can see one cardinal sitting in the tree behind that sparrow on the left-hand side. If you look close, may not be able to see it very well, but he's right in here. Take care, Mike. Glad you stopped in. Yeah, Tomas, we get a lot of enjoyment out of watching these guys out here. Hey, Mike Kinney, how you doing? Good you stopped in. I was just live streaming some of the birds on my bird feeder out on the back porch. They get really busy. We enjoy watching these birds. During the summertime, they don't eat as much seed because there's a lot of natural flower seeds out there for them to eat. But when it gets cold in the winter, after the first freeze or so, there's not many seeds available for them, and they make a beeline to our feeder. They know there's always a buffet here for them. You can hear my neighbor's dog barking down at the house next door off behind the bird feeder. The 2 lots down, which is maybe a quarter mile down, is where that dog is that's barking. Yeah, I think a cat could be a big deterrent. We don't have any cats around here except for bobcats, and I don't usually see those in the daytime. I put a critter cam out at night, and we see foxes and we see raccoons, and we've occasionally seen a skunk or two, but there's a lot of critters that wander around my house at night because a lot of it's wooded area on our 5 acres here. I don't know if you can see the arrow, but there's a red bird right there sitting in the tree. I don't know how much longer that battery's going to last, but I guess I'll just run it till the end. It's probably not going to last a whole lot longer because when I'm doing continuous video and streaming it wirelessly, it uses up battery like crazy on that GoPro. Yeah, we have a lot of birds here too. Some that you don't see on the feeder much. That we have some big white-winged doves that make a lot of noise when they're around. I heard some earlier this morning making noise, but they don't come to the feeder much. Yeah, I could probably Thomas, I could probably put a power bank out there and make it run longer, but um, I don't know. Just more stuff for the birds to mess up. I've had them occasionally take a crap on the camera and have to clean it off. Every once in a while, I'll see one of those redbirds look at the red blinking light on that GoPro. I guess they notice it flashing at them. But it doesn't seem to bother them. They just ignore it for the most part. Yeah, Tomas, I bet an Osmo Action would work very well. I don't know if you noticed, but I put those rails on the bottom with some quarter 20 screws so I can mount nearly any kind of camera out there. I have had occasion where I've had two GoPro cameras out there on opposite sides at the same time. And I can put them different distances away. There was one screw on the bottom of that feeder that held things together, and I was able to put some spacers in there so I could mount those aluminum angles on there and be able to mount cameras out there. But you can mount nearly any kind of camera to those quarter 20 screws. I've got some screw-on GoPro adapters that I could just screw on there and tighten up the wing nut, and then I can mount the GoPro right into it and tighten it down and adjust the angle back and forth. Pretty easy to do. It also gives those birds a landing strip where they can wait their turn. They used to fight each other off sometimes when it would get so crowded. Now they just stand out there and wait until somebody leaves. You can see right through the windows there into our kitchen and dining room area, so we can sit there and watch them while we're cooking and eating. They don't seem to be bothered if we go up to the window and look at them. If we open or close the blinds, though, that usually scares them off. I don't know how much longer this GoPro battery is going to last, but I bet it's going to go pretty soon. I guess I'll end the stream once it quits. It'll be a good little project for you, Tomas. You can think about what you want to do. I had a couple of these long pieces of right angle aluminum that I was using for a different thing a few years ago, and so I just cut a couple of those off and put some spacers in between so you could get them both on there, and that worked well. Well, I think that battery's about ready to quit, so I guess I will go ahead and end this live stream. I really appreciate all you guys stopping in and watching my birds with me. Didn't have anything else to do this Saturday morning. Our motorcycle ride we usually have was canceled because of weather, so I thought I would just do a little live stream for you guys. Again, thank you for stopping in. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye.